Well, hello. What are we doing today? We are doing a remake of one of my old videos because I don't feel like it had the sound quality or general quality about it. And also, I was coming at it from a very depressed state, and now I'm in a more positive state. So, be interesting how different this video is. Anyway, without further ado, I'll get on with it. Right, okay, so starting off on a somewhat negative note, it's probably the title of this video. Life, human life, because I'm not a fish, is shit. Now, I can hear you already. Well, my life's not shit. What are you talking about? I mean, human life overall. You know, there's some people have amazing lives with amazing levels of resilience. Nothing bothers them. They have all the riches in the world. They love life, every second of it. I mean, I'm sure these people exist somewhere. They're just not the majority of people that have ever lived. 100 million people have lived. Billion people, sorry. 100 billion people, apparently, according to estimates, have lived. Now, life is considerably better than it was 100 years ago. It's considerably better than it was 1,000 years ago. You know, we still have wars, but we don't have wars quite on the same level that we used to. We still have poverty and famine, but we don't have it quite on the level that we used to. And in general, life is, for most people, even when you're struggling, just okay. You know what I mean? If you can feed yourself, pay the bills just, and have a little bit of money for a few luxuries, then life really isn't that terrible. You know, unless someone's chasing you, like with a gun, maybe. I don't know. But it's still shit. Why is it shit, in my opinion? Because of the burden of consciousness. The burden of consciousness. Like, how many depressed frogs have you seen in your life? How many depressed sharks have you seen in your life? As pointed out in several other videos that I've done, there's a shark swimming around that's like older than America. I can't remember exactly how old she is, but she's like 600 odd years old, I reckon. I don't think that shark thinks, oh, I'm old, or gets depressed. Maybe they get sad or something like that. But I think humans, it's a very human thing to be depressed. But like I said in the previous video, you know, humans, we've evolved to get used to what we have. We've evolved to want more than what we have and always strive to have more, not be satisfied with what we've got so we can get more ambition, more stuff, more money. And if you have that mentality, like most people do, just about all of us, then you're never going to be satisfied with what you've got. You're never going to look out the window and be like, "Oh, it's sunny today. What a pleasant day to be alive." This is just the human condition. But we know that we're going to die. We think about our own deaths. We know that we've got to go to work to earn money, most of us. Or we've got to do something to justify our existence in some way to someone, usually. You don't have that with animals. Yeah, okay, so, you know, they've got to find food and things like that, but it's not the same. It's not the same at all. And like I say, we've got it better than we had it 100 years ago. People always go on about the good old times, like the 70s, as if like that was peak civilization and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, inflation is out of control, all that sort of stuff, but we have far more. Like, think about material goods, electronics, computer games, access to films, all that sort of jazz. We have everything that we wanted many, many years ago and more, and yet we convince ourselves that somehow it's worse. Is it worse because the rich guy down the street has got a Bentley and you've only got a mini metro? Is it worse because you're living in a house and you've only got 2 or 3 rooms instead of 4 or 5, or instead of living in a mansion? I mean, this is just human nature. This is what we do. We compare ourselves to other people and we strive for more. I mean, there's nothing wrong with striving for more, but you've got to be satisfied with what you've got. I embrace the mundane. That's how I enjoy things. I, play computer games, go for walks, ride my bike, that sort of thing. But if you don't have the potential to enjoy just sitting still or laying down or even doing basic chores, if you can't have the capacity to enjoy that, then you're not really going to be enjoying standing on a yacht bar, the initial joy of it until it wears off, and then you're like, oh, I'm just now a depressed guy on a yacht. I know some people, maybe in the comments, if I get many comments on this, they might say something to the effect of, well, I'd rather be depressed on a yacht than depressed in a council flat. It kind of misses the point, but I get what you're saying. You know what I mean? But that is the point, isn't it? We don't really appreciate what we've got, and depression isn't really anything to do with that at all. Like, if you took the median person on the planet, I'm probably considerably better off than them. I live in England, which is one of the richest, most prosperous countries in the world. I have food in my fridge. I have money in my bank account. I have a lot of friends. Okay, so I can't attract a woman, but most people my age that are single probably can't, and a lot of people that aren't single struggle. Even younger people. I'm going off on a tangent here, but I'm doing okay by most metrics if you look at the wider world. Yeah, I've had a lot of problems in my life. I've had a lot of depression. I've had a lot of moments where I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck is this? And this is what we have as humans. You don't get a duck doing that, as far as I can see. Dogs have a great life, don't they? Really? Even though they can't play computer games because they don't have thumbs. Stop me if I'm wrong. Maybe there's a video of a dog playing with computer games. But anyway, yeah, that's why life's a bit shit. It's getting better. It'll keep getting better for a lot of people, in a lot of ways, but we're always going to want more. We're always going to want more. That's just the way we are. Okay. I think that was quite different from my old video. Maybe I'll link the old video so you can compare it, but it's very quiet on the audio. Anyway, I've liked that. Like and subscribe if you want more stuff like this. Random jokes and all sorts of other stuff. Check my trailer if you want information on what else goes on this channel, because it does appear to be random to most.